Not I'm small. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Woo, woo, woo. Let me go to my comments. Hey, y'all. I'm going to give the people a moment to come up to, um, can't think of the word I want to use. To cycle on in for Bible study. Yes, honey, let me put on my glasses for a moment. These my Sally Jesse Raphaels, honey, my red glasses with my blondes. Yes. As you come on in, please say hello, good evening, happy Tuesday. We are here to discuss Miss Cardi B on this evening and her in quotations fatphobic comments. Let me get the scripture together as the people come on in. Tonight, I will not be reading from the Bible. I will be using a good word, but it won't be from the Bible. I'm going to do something a little different tonight. I am of the belief that there are many things could be called the gospel to me. So there are songs that I listen to, and I feel like, oh, honey, this is a gospel. This need to be what people go back to and reference to live their life. Destiny Shall Destiny Fulfill album being one of them. That's a gospel album to me. They telling the word. If you go back and listen to some of the stuff the girls were saying, your relationship might be together. Just saying. Good evening, bestie. Let me get the line together. Hold, please. Ooh la la la. I wish I could play music on here, but the girls gonna take my video down. Tonight we are gonna read from the Tina Marie. Oh, here we go. One of my favorite songs by Tina Marie. It's called Ooh La La. The girl, I think many girls have sampled Ooh La La La. Oh, even old Tad Lauren Hill has sampled that song. Here we go. In Tina Marie's song Ooh La La, she says, because you see, sometimes the needs of one outweigh the needs of many. Okay. I am so funny. My bestie told me earlier that I'm one of the funniest people, or something. She said I'm funny. I think I'm funny too, but I don't think that I'm funny like I'm about to sit down and tell you a joke funny, but I'm funny. Cause that being the scripture for tonight. Oh, I got it in the wrong spot. Why it's not scrolling? Hold please. Oh, there we go. This the scripture for tonight. You know me, you know the fashion doll. If you are new here, I am Quinta with the fashion doll. I I keep switching up my spiel. You're talking shit funny, shade throwing funny. Yes, yes. You're funny in the way you handle people. Okay, I love that. Yes. I'm not one of them men that's like, yeah, I'm not cracking jokes or shit. That's how my father was, and that's irritating to me. We are going to talk about my girl, Miss Cardi B. Um, Unless you may not have seen this, so that's why the fashion doll is here to give you the news, give you the tea, honey. I always bring the tea, but I don't just bring the tea to be salacious. I bring the tea so we can talk about something on a grander scale, honey. And we're gonna get into it tonight. First, I just want to play a clip of what she initially said, and I'm gonna show. I be trying to have loopholes so I don't have any issues with my video being taken down or copyright. So my methods tonight might be a little ghetto, but just follow me. I just want the people to get the information and hear what Cardi B said. But I don't. Can I? Is it still on her Instagram? I'm gonna get it together. We're gonna start off with the initial, what she initially said that got the girls in the tizzy. We're gonna start here, okay? Oh wait, let me share my screen. Right before I show this, I just want to add, this is not my video. I do not own the footage, the audio. I don't own this young lady's footage. I'm showing this from Definitely Dealer. Thank you, Definitely Dealer. I will put the you know what, I'm about to put it in here now. So if y'all want to go and see, let me promote my good sister. See, I know what to do. Boo, if you want to go watch this video I am showing and hear Miss Definitely Dealer's commentary, please go do it and give her a view. But I'm just showing this so we can hear the audio. Thank you.
You guys are fat as fuck. No Chick-fil-A for y'all. All the 3X sold out. Y'all.
What's up, y'all? So Cardi B about comments she made community. L shirt, her merch, she had to say.
We really underestimated the box sets. So the box sets are completely sold out, especially because you fat fucks. Clearly you guys are fat as fuck. No Chick-fil-A for y'all. All the 3X sold out. Y'all, the 3X sold out like in 20 minutes. Now, knowing that my fans is fat, I can't even make fun of fat people no more. What's going on? But anyway,
as soon as
Okay. So that's what she initially said. I saw the clip. I don't know. I don't think I saw her actual video. I think I saw somebody else bring it up. I don't know. Somehow I saw it. No, I haven't seen the boxes. Stacy said, "Has anyone seen the boxes?" I'm assuming this is going to be a thing. Is this a thing like Beyonce's? Like how when you bought the album, you got a box with the T-shirt. I'm assuming you're going to get the box when the album comes out in September. First off, I just want to say, the girls can say what they want to about Miss Cardi B. Miss Cardi B know what to do. Because regardless, if you think that this was fatphobic or very inappropriate or whatever, she got the girls talking about her, and her album comes out next month. Bloop. As the people say, any publicity is good publicity. So y'all bitches talking about her, so she did something correct. Okay. Two. I think it's so funny that this is what Cardi B did to upset the girls. Y'all don't be mad that she used the N-word and be saying nigga. That don't bother y'all, nigga. That's okay. You can use the N-word, but don't say nothing about fat people. I guess, girl. Okay, so then I want to show. There was some. Can I find a video of her? Let me see. I don't even know how to. Samira record. Okay. Does he have? I just want to see footage of Samir. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do the girls have it on TikTok. Y'all think I can find it on TikTok? Hold, please. Oh, but the girl took her stuff down. Oh, I want y'all to see what Samira. Oh, here we go. Yes. Hold on. Okay, so we're about to watch the young lady. Hey, Jenny. Welcome. Welcome to Bible study. Come on in. Come on in, honey. It's who is about to get spicy tonight. And this what I ask everybody to do. Please be objective tonight, because I'm gonna bring up some girls, and some of the girls y'all might be fans of, and that's okay. But they asked, could have been getting some of this heat that Cardi B getting now, because this wasn't nothing to me. Okay, but we're gonna get into Miss Samira had to say. I don't know who this young lady is. I'm assuming she's popular on TikTok. I'm not a TikToker like that, so I don't know her. But let's get into it. I do not own this clip. I am showing this off TikTok. Please do not take my video down. I don't own it. Okay.
that I have to remind you of this, but just because
Girl, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
God
Ah.
damn, shut up already. Like it's not that serious. Not everything is revolutionary. Not everything has to have a crazy outrage. I already did a video. I told you it's not that serious. Like, what do you want me to do? Get on my fucking knees and apologize? I'm not apologizing for a fucking jokey joke. That it wasn't even about you. It was something about me and my
Okay, so I was trying to show you what Samira said, but this fine, we just gonna keep watching this, and then I'll find the video of Samira talking.
fans. Like that's it. I don't care. I'm not apologizing. I'm not getting on my knees. It's not that serious. I don't. I got to the point that push. It makes people remember, like, you know what?
So that's basically the gist of what Cardi B was saying, which I actually agree. But we're gonna get more into it. I just want y'all to get the full picture before I give my take, and then I'm gonna show y'all who y'all needed to be mad at. Okay. And I know two wrongs don't make a right, but we need to focus on things that actually matter. Okay, we are living in Trump's America, and this ain't it. This is not what matters. And that's why I go back to my scripture for the Bible study, which is actually from Tina. We are reading from Tina Marie, the chapter of Ooh La La, because you see, sometimes the needs of one out need outweigh the needs of many. And we're gonna get into who needs matter more. And I'm not saying that big people and fat phobia doesn't matter, but that's just not what we concerned with right now. Okay. not not during this era, not in Trump's America. That ain't the concern,
Cardi B, I'm
honey.
very surprised that I
Here we go. Now this is Miss Samira. Yes, come on, family. Yes, y'all better speak down to the Bible study. Okay, now let's get into Miss Samira.
have to remind you of this, but just because someone else makes a joke doesn't mean you have to make it too. You know that, right? And also, maybe the reason why people feel so comfortable making fun of your BBL is because you do not command the respect that you so seek. Maybe if you stop using fat people at the expense of jokes, then people wouldn't do the same for your BBL. No, they shouldn't be making fun of your BBL. But also, no, you shouldn't be making fun of fat people. And neither should they. But if you are going to sit here and still say it's not that serious and offer a cupcake in the camera to anybody who is so upset by it, well, I'm going to offer you a few books that I recommend for you to understand why fat phobia is something so serious and something that should not be taken lightly and something that should not be joked about, especially by someone as powerful as you. You are powerful. You are talented. And I am happy that your 3XL merch sold out. I am happy that you now see that you have fat fans. But if you would like to keep those fat fans, please consider unlearning fat phobia and standing up for them.
Okay. So that's what Samira said for that prompted Cardi B um to respond. And then I just want to show one more video because Cardi B did make another follow up. And yet Breathe the books, I believe, because I'm gonna show another content creator that I watch often. I love Khadijah. I'm gonna show Khadijah actually is who inspired me to do my excuse me, my I'm drinking beer. To do my Bible study on Cardi B. But I think some of those books were on black bodies and on fat phobia or something. And then Welcome Zodiac, Kokoro. This young lady Samira, she was serious. Fat people are not oppressed in this day and Zodiac. You said, and this is why I'm using what's scrolling at the bottom. Like, huh? People are literally getting their rights taken away, and you had time to sit down and make a video because she made fun. She joined in with her bigger fans that made the joke initially. It was this serious. In the time with Samira, you a woman. In the time where women, well, excuse me, let me be specific. In the time where cis women and trans women are losing their rights, have lost them, excuse me, have lost some of them in the process. This what we worried about? A fat joke? Talk about tone deaf. People always want to talk about tone deaf and talk about the celebrities being tone deaf. This was tone deaf, mama. No, no. And if anybody watching my live or watch this later and have a problem with it, I don't. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that fat phobia doesn't exist and it's not real. All of that is true. But I just don't think that that's what we currently, especially in America, that's not what we need to be focused on. I'm sorry. Like Trump is literally doing shit daily. I think I just saw a headline that there's some people trying to overturn gay marriage that's been legal for 10 years. So again, I don't know if this is what we need to be concerned with. She inserted herself in something and got mad at the response. Now she's the victim. Please get the fuck away from me with this. Correct. Because I think the young lady started getting backlash and then she's like taking a sabbatical or got off of social media. Now, Miss Samira, since you know everything and you got all your degrees and you read all the books, you already know about the fat phobia. You already know how the general public and society treats fat and black women. So to me, I just would think that you would just be ready for whatever came later, just like I am. I'm a gay black man sitting in my bed, honey, from the comfort of the warehouse, honey. Yes, with my platinum blonde hair. Let Piers Morgan tell her I'm cultural appropriating. And if a blog or somebody catch on to this, they just catch it, and I'm gonna just have to deal with it. And I'm not about to make a whole thing about like no. Oh, mama, this wasn't it, mama. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. And I'm all about inclusivity. I'm all about not making fun of anybody. As a person that's been skinny all my life, I don't comment on people's size to be really ever. Now, what I will say is I will comment on your fashions and if your clothes not fitting, but I don't comment on the girls' bodies. Even on Drag Race, I will comment on your lack of undergarment, but I don't comment on the girls' bodies. And the one time I did make a comment on one of the girls' bodies, I was doing a video on the Housewives of Miami's fashions, and I said something about Marisol Patton. Marisol Patton DM me and got me together about commenting on a woman's body and her shape. I apologized to her. And I improved, and I made it a point not to comment on, on people's physicality while I'm talking about fashion, if that makes sense. And I also want to add, I know numerous bigger people that say very fat phobic things that I would never say, and don't even think, I don't even have the opinions. I know bigger people and have heard bigger people say they don't want to date another big person. What two big people doing being together? What both of us big in the big? Like, I have heard all of these things from big people. And I also just want to add, and I'm not saying that this makes it okay, but I just want to show an analogy. I um look at think about how Monique, the comedian Monique, had a whole movie called Big Girls. Her whole comedy was about how she was proud of being big, throwing shade to the skin, you skinny bitches, da 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 da, always throwing shade to skinny girls until she lost weight. Honey, I don't hear her comment on really size at all now. That's not her shtick no more. She's not advocating for the bigger girls anymore. And I think she's in great company. I think that's what a lot of the girls that do when they start off big and lose weight. Because the reality is, being big is not necessarily a permanent state. You could change it. Whether you exercise or eat different or get on Ozempic or get surgery or however you do it, it's not a permanent thing. So people's stance and how they feel about it usually don't girl, it changed with their body. Let me tell it, that's what I have observed. Even Miss Lizzo, we love Lizzo. Is her newer music, is she still talking about body positivity? Is that what her rap album is talking about? And I'm asking, I haven't listened to it for those who have. Is Lizzo still preaching the same thing? It seemed like she switched it up a little. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but that's just what I have observed. And as a gay person, there are derogatory words for gay men that I don't really use commonly or colloquially anyway. But if I do, I'm definitely not using it in mixed company, or definitely not using it around people that don't know me and know my politic and know that I'm not being saying it to be condescending. So to the bigger girls that do make those jokes and do make those comments, maybe don't say that kind of stuff around people that's not big. Cause I think that just, don't you think that make it seem like it's okay? Just like I also don't use the N word in mixed company usually, or around people that I don't know like that, for the same reason. Because girl, I don't want you to think that you could call me that. I don't know. Just a fool for thought. But I want to show a clip from Khadijah because I want y'all to see Cardi B's Cardi B's last response to this whole thing. And thank you, Miss let me not say the wrong pronouns. Zodiac Kokoro, I hope you subscribe to the channel. I'm loving your commentary and thank you. Lizzo's album is about being a bad bitch. That's what it was given from the videos and the promo that I have seen. It was not given. I'm still and I guess maybe she is still being body positivity because she's showing her body. So I guess that hasn't completely gone away. But just the content or the lyrics seem like she may have switched it up. Okay, let's look at Cardi B's last response. And then y'all know me. I like to be fair. And I want to make this a broader conversation. Yes, so let's pull this up. While I'm pulling this up, thank you for joining me. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I try to do these Bible studies weekly now. And I also do the church announcements with my brother or brothers, the Parker brothers, which we'll be doing that on tomorrow. I hope you get, for the people watching at home, I hope y'all get that this is somewhat satire. We're not literally doing Bible study. Sometimes I do read from scriptures, but I'm not over here preaching the word of God. I just use that as a jumping off point because, just easy and a little satire. Um, Wait, where's the video? Did she not save it? I think she didn't save it. Or is this, wait, because she has more than one page. Maybe it was on this one. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's whack. She didn't save it. Let me see if I can find Cardi B's. Um, oh, okay. I think I found. Okay, yeah. So I found it. This is the last clip we're gonna watch from Cardi B. I just want y'all to see her last response. Bree said, "I don't put being fat on the same level as other oppressed people. More often than not, people are fat by choice." I agree, and okay, you might get made fun of, but mm, I don't know if we can necessarily say that. Or maybe some bigger people do feel like they feel some oppression, but yeah, I don't think it's the same kind of oppression as women feel, or black people feel, or trans people feel, or gay. Like there's all these other groups before we get to you just being fat. Yeah. Again, sometimes the needs of one outweigh the needs of many. And if y'all went to, you know what, before I show this video, I want to show something else. Now I don't know if this is the thing everywhere, but when I went to school, we had to learn order operations in math, honey. I don't remember what part of math this is, but let's read it. The order of operations in math, often remembered by the acronym PENDAS, dictates the sequence in which operations should be performed to ensure consistency and correct results when evaluating expressions, honey. Now, this is in math, but I think we can apply this to the real world and real life. And this is why I use this line from Tina Marie. We got to follow the order of operations and the order of importance. And to quote my girl Tyler, we have to sometimes you have to have your priorities in line and together. And similar to how during the pandemic and after George Floyd, how we were saying Black Lives Matter, we weren't saying the other lives didn't matter. We just were saying that we're focused on Black people currently. That's how I'm feeling about this. I think in American society we tackled this already. No shade, but we talked about body positivity. We had Lena Dunham on Girls Naked every week. We had Lizzo down to the basketball game. with her cooch out sitting front row. Like, we did this already. And it's an ongoing thing, but no. No, mama. No. But we're gonna go to Cardi B, and then I want to show what's going on in the real world, and then I want to show what should have garnered this kind of attention. Like the same attention, the same animosity, the same anger this lady Samira had for Cardi B. I hope she was just as angry with these other examples that I'm going to pull up. Okay, but let's look at Miss Cardi B. And sorry, I know I go on tangents, but that's why this Bible study, it's what's the word? I did impromptu speaking in high school. Ooh. So this is just how I operate. I like to show people facts and proof and analogies and get into it. But let's look at what Miss Cardi said. And I do not own this clip.
You guys go ahead and
last video that I make on this. The fact that I was making a joke between me and my fans was joking on Twitter how they sold out the 3X large shirts. And my fans was like, damn, us Barty getting big. Damn, we can never make big jokes no more because we big, blah, blah, blah. So, I made an open form joke with them because it's supposed to be funny. And, this woman, she inserted herself in the joke. You know what I'm saying? She did 5 videos talking about the joke, and people just chimed in, and it became a big mess. So I did a video and I said, hey, this was not to hurt your feelings. This was a joke between me and my fans. I always make anybody the butt of the jokes. I make fun of everybody, like everybody. I don't care if you skinny. I don't care if you big. I don't care about nothing. Like it's not that serious. And the video still wasn't good enough. Now you're recommending me, since the video wasn't good enough for you, you're recommending me to go read a Fatphobic book. And it's like, baby girl, I'm not going to take 5 or 6 hours of my day to read a book about fat phobia when I could take 5 or 6 hours of my day to watch a documentary and see how the government successfully killed thousands of people just so they could migrate them out their space to gentrify the community they were born in, and educate myself on how can they do this again, because history repeats itself. I'd rather do that. Now,
I'm going to just stop it right there. Cardi B got her together to me with that. I agree. Why? Why am I going to sit down to read this book because a couple girls sitting at home was mad because they were not in on the joke. You probably not really one of her fans. You probably not gonna listen to the album. Didn't order the box. Like it's always these are off people that's just miserable and have nothing else to do. This was not, I promise, this just really wasn't that big of a deal. Now, she didn't have to say fat fuck. That was a lot to me. That was a little harsh, but girl, it was funny. It wasn't that big of a deal. And I think people need to have a sense of humor. I am a black gay man. Honey, if you make a joke about a gay person and the shit is actually funny and it's not being homophobic, just laugh, live a little sometimes. My God. She said she can learn about something more relevant and important. Exactly. And I agree. Why sit down and learn about fat phobia? Everybody knows what that is. That's a part of the system that we live in. If that's the case, how about everybody go sit down and read a book about patriarchy and misogyny and colorism and rape? Like, like if that's the case, like, girl, go sit down. Go sit down, girl. This why it be so hard when it's actually stuff going on for us to get change, and for us to like when people wanted to boycott Target, or like it's real hard for us to stay focused because there's always somebody mad about some shit that don't even matter. Girl, no. I want to show to Cardi B's point. Now, one thing I've always loved about Cardi B. Now, before I even go here, Samira, if you want to be mad at something about Cardi B, be mad that she used the N word. I don't know if I said that earlier, but that's something you could be mad about. I know she Afro Latino or black adjacent, but she ain't black. She don't look black like you and I. That's something you could be mad about. And maybe you have talked about it, but that's not something I see the girls talk about often. These Latin people using the N word, and then meanwhile they voted for Trump. Let's talk about that. That could have been something that you had a conversation about, but you didn't want to talk about that. You wanted to talk about fat people. Girl. Yes, honey. Oh, guess we're live, honey. Welcome to Bible study. Welcome, my other bestie. Tonight, this is Tuesday night Bible study. We are talking about the Cardi B, which I do think this was, regardless, I'm glad she did this. Girl, get the girls talking for your album. I need her next album to do good, because some of the girls want my girl to flop so bad, and I don't want her to. She needs to do good on the sophomore album. The word we are reading from tonight is Tina Marie from the book of Ooh La La. From the book of Tina Marie, the chapter Ooh La La, because you see, sometimes the needs of one outweigh the needs of the many. I want to show, honey, I'm so good with this for tying it in. Speaking of the needs of one, let's get into it. Maybe Miss Samira, has not been paying attention to what's going on in the world. But in case you are like Samira and you don't know, on June 24th, 2022, Roe versus Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court in the Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization decision, according to the Texas Attorney General's office, honey. Okay? Now, I am not a woman. I don't know. I have asked people or women in my life about this. It sounds like maybe this is not across the board in the United States. Maybe certain states, maybe you still can do it. I don't know. Now, people in the chat, y'all tell me. And now this is something I could go read on because I don't know this, but this is important enough to read on. Not fat phobia. Okay, so in some places, I'm pretty sure, probably definitely in southern states, women cannot go get abortions in the United States. Okay, I know for sure in southern states. Now I want to show an example because I think sometimes people think that, like, when people don't think about things in the practical. Oh, I keep doing that on accident. When people don't think about things in a practical sense, like what this actually means in real life, I want to show what this actually means in real life. This happened this year. I think this is from June of this year, of 2020, 2025. And there's another example of a woman passing, I believe, from an ectopic pregnancy fairly recent. And I'm sure there's been numerous of them, and we just haven't heard about it. But let's watch this. I should be fine playing this. This is a news clip. I do not own this clip. This is from Fox News, Fox 5 Atlanta, honey. But get into it.
A local mother says she is unable to make medical decisions for her pregnant daughter, who is brain dead because of Georgia's abortion law.
April Newkirk says that hospital officials told her that her daughter could not be removed from life support because of the state law. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is live at the state capitol with more on a case that has captured national attention. Deidre?
Adriana Smith, we are told, has been on life support since February, and the family tells the news that it has been very difficult for them because of that, because they are unable, they say, to make important medical decisions. Those difficult decisions they say they should be able to make right now because of Georgia's abortion law. Adriana Smith suffered a catastrophic medical event that left a 30-year-old pregnant nurse brain dead and on life support at Emory University Hospital. Her mother is sharing her family's anguish with the world. April Newkirk expressed in her GoFundMe appeal that Adriana was declared brain dead on February 19th. Her mother writing, "Due to expecting her unborn child, she will be kept on life support due to heartbeat law in Georgia, but saddened to know we had no say-so regarding her lifeless body and unborn child. Georgia's heartbeat law bans abortion after around 6 weeks of pregnancy, when a heartbeat can first be detected. It was signed into law by Governor Kemp in 2019. According to Newkirk, Adriana complained about a headache and visited 2 hospitals seeking treatment just days before she was found unresponsive. She was only 2 months pregnant when she was placed on life support. Hospital officials informed the family that removing Adriana from life
Okay. Oh wait, let's hear that last part.
support was prohibited by state law. The family insists they, not the state, should have the final say and are worried for the health of the unborn child. They won't know for months.
Okay, thank you, Stacey Bay. Stacey said at the federal level, and then states decide on on following the feds or making a state level decision. Okay, that makes sense because I think in my state of Illinois, I think I'm pretty sure you still can, because our governor Pritzker is the Pritzker. Wait, let me make sure, girl. I don't like to be on the internet giving wrong information. It's my governor named Pritzker. Yes, JB Pritzker. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Um yeah, he's liberal, honey. So I'm sure the girls can still get their abortions in Illinois and in Chicago. Hello, Tim. Cause it's giving capital D, honey. Yes, the dog. Yes, honey. And I showed that, and if you're just arriving, Tim, I was just showing an example of something that was worth telling people to be upset about and to be educated on and to go read a book, because I'm sure there are conservative people, not even white people. I'm sure it's conservative Christian black people or insert whatever group that are like, I'm against abortions. But are you against this too? Are you for this? Are you for a woman like technically being dead, but them keeping her alive like she's a baby machine? If anyone watches American Horror Story, there was a more recent season that Kaya Gerber is in, and they literally do. It's exaggerated, but they do something so similar to this. They take people's heads off their body and put like some like machine on their neck because they're pregnant. So they turn into these like baby making machines. Is that what that's what y'all want for America? Is that what women want? Is this not what we should be focused on and worried about? Instead of Cardi B talking about her fans being fat in t-shirts. Tim said, I usually rap for female rap, but some of the veteran female rap girls are new level tacky nowadays. Did I miss something with the girls? Oh, yes, darling. We're talking about Cardi B and her comments, um, calling her fans fat fucks. And the young lady Samira got upset. I'm going to need you to just go back and rewind because we about to move on to something else. But yes, if you don't know, just go back and watch this from the top. From the top, make it drop. That's some wop, wop, wop. Get a bucket and a mop for this wop, wop, wop. Give it everything you got for this wop, wop, wop. Hey, hey, wop, wop, wop. Hey, I love wop, 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 wop. What? Um, yes, thank you. Look, I knew my girls would know. They used her like an incubator. Then took her off life support after the baby was born. Exactly, and is that what y'all want for women? I don't think so. That sounds crazy. It's giving the Handmaid's Tale, and that's why when the Handmaid's Tale came out and Trump was in his first term, I stopped watching it. I said, "No, ma'am, this is what this country is about to turn into." And they trying to warn the slow girls, but the slow girls just watching the show for the drama. Little do you know, this the country you living in. This what it's about to turn into, girl. Oh, they start with the women. And I remember telling the girls, I told the girls, the girls need to stop. When people be talking crazy about the trans girls, y'all need to stop. Cause they were starting with the trans women, then they went to the cis women, and then they about to go to the gay. Like once the women lose their rights, everybody start losing. And y'all need to start paying attention. Pay attention. Oh no. I know what she said. I'm saying, what did I miss as in rhetorical? Which version, which veterans are taking? I'm really trying to think of who. I I don't cook, I don't clean. Yes, I don't cook, I don't clean. But let me tell you, I got this brain. Gobble me, swallow me, drip on the side of me. Yes. They were making her into a case study science project experiment. Yes, and that's a mess. Exactly. So they can see and if the girls, as Cardi B said, history repeats itself. If the girls look up history, that's America have a history of experimenting, doing medical experiments on black people. Cause we ain't heard that they did this to a white lady. They always do this to black people. Did y'all didn't watch the Henrietta movie? Y'all ain't heard about the story with the black people and the syphilis? Y'all need to go read. Y'all need to go read. And if you're not gonna read a book, you need to do what see Cardi B. No. You can say what you want about Cardi B. She knew what to say. Cardi B said, I could go watch a documentary. That's less time. And I think that's what people should more so be encouraging. Tell the people to go watch a documentary or a video essay on YouTube. Some of the girls don't even know how to read. The the reading level might be too high for some of the girls. So we need to start suggesting documentaries and video essays so we can be democratic and practical. How about that? Okay, I want to move on. Now, I want to give a disclaimer. I also want to say thank y'all for following me and being here. We're getting close to an hour in. Please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so every time the dog calls, honey, you come. Shout out to my girl Sierra. CC. CC better CC me. um, who do I want to start with? I kind of want to be messy, not the low breeder levels. Yes, I kind of want to be messy and start off with one I know gonna get the girls riled up, and because I don't know Samira, I don't know this lady, but she is a black woman, so I'm gonna take an educated guess, and maybe Samira did comment on this. I don't know. But I wanna bring attention to something that should have got more attention than it did. And that should still get more attention. This is something that we could talk about over fat phobia. And y'all stay with me because it's not just gonna be one. I got multiple girls we need to talk about. Oh, oh, you know what? Let's start off with one that y'all won't be as mad about. Except Rocky. When I was watching I wish wait. Does someone have a TikTok of it? Oh, please, let me see if I can find a TikTok. Cause I have to. I can't just have. I can't just show y'all. This bright light. Hold on, let me turn this light down. This light wearing me out. Why it's not going down? Oh, that's the girl. That's as low as it go. My God. Um, we don't have a. Oh, you know what? They probably don't have it because TikTok. Boy, TikTok had everything else. Uh. Now I gotta log in. Hmm. I don't know why I can't find. Or was it in a print? Was it in a print interview? I thought it was in the video. Okay, well I'm gonna just show this. We're gonna start off with ASAP Rocky. So when I was watching Khadijah's live when she was talking about Cardi B, she said, "Imagine if Rihanna made colorist comments and she has a makeup line." And that analogy wasn't even hitting to me. Cardi B came out with t-shirts, bitch, and she didn't design them. Like it's a t-shirt, a printed t-shirt. I don't like when people be trying to make things like more intellectual and deeper than it needs to be. So I do understand Cardi B's point because that analogy didn't even make sense. But since you thought you was doing something and you thought you was saying something, I'm about to show you why it really didn't make sense. Cause cause maybe Rihanna has not made those colorist comments, but her man has. Oh. So what now? And I would love to know if they have sat down and had a conversation about the comments he said made that dark skinned girls shouldn't wear red lipstick. And Rihanna stay in red lipstick. But I guess cause she not dark skinned. So since you thought you ate with that analogy, did you? Because if Rihanna was for the people and really stood up with the girls, would this be her man? Or I'm gonna do you more better. Let's say she overlooked this and she still and let me make this bigger because I don't this ain't the video. Let's say Rihanna overlooked this. I hope they did 3 kids later. That means nothing. Cause as we see with stupid Ashanti, the girls really don't be caring what the men say and do deep down in their bone marrow. Because if they did, they wouldn't be with them. Especially Miss Ashanti. You with the man that sound like he voted for the man who is for getting your rights taken away. So Ashanti, if you had an ectopic pregnancy and you needed to abort it, you just would have been dead to the bed because that's who your husband voted for and performed for. So I don't know that to be the case, Stacy. That don't mean nothing that they got 3 kids. And what I was going to say was, if she was a girl like me, if you were going to be with him and you a makeup mogul, like literally you make makeup. So I think this is very ironic. How about maybe when you do an interview or because y'all love to do stuff together. How about you bring this up? How about you bring this up and be like, yeah, we had to have a talk when we got together because I had to tell him all the girls of all shades can wear red lipstick. Like we never got that piece because I bet you she didn't do it. Rihanna doesn't give me that she really cares about these issues on a broader scheme or scale to me. And I actually have a video to kind of prove my point as well. Because she messed this up. This was so basic. I don't know how you messed this up, but then you have um drag queens and non-binary people, maybe even trans people in your runway show. And Stacy said, "You think Nelly knows how to vote?" I do. Or he knows how to run his mouth. He knew how to get on Instagram and call Kamala the colored lady in quotations and question her blackness and the lady who so yeah, he knows how to do all of that, and he knew how to accept that check to go perform for him. It very much sounded like his politics were leaning towards Donald Trump. Yes, I do think he knows how to vote. Definitely do. Mhm. Tim said, if we recall, the word from the live video was good for the goose is good for the gander. Amen. That's always a word, honey. That's always relevant forever. Need to get it tattooed. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And just to prove my point that I find Rihanna to just be a little performative, I don't think that she speaks up a lot on a lot of issues. And this clip of her messing this up was hilarious to me.
Designed some boxer briefs that both men and women and non-binary people of all gender appropriations and the pronouns, everyone is included. I designed some boxer briefs that
not gender appropriations and the pronouns. Huh? Was she trying to say gender expressions? What were you trying to say, Mama? Gender appropriations and the pronouns. Yeah, Rihanna don't give me that she sat down and talked to her man about his dumb comments about dark skinned black women wearing red lipstick. Rihanna give me she probably didn't even know he said it. She didn't know, Fred. Just trying to sound smart. Can we watch it one more time? That was funny. Oh, that was funny. That tickled me.
designed some boxer briefs that both men and women and non-binary people of all gender appropriations and the pronouns, everyone is included.
Tim. Okay, Tim said, "Do you know what, dog? It needs to be unpacked how many passes Miss Robin Feather gets. One of these days, I'm gonna do a Bible study on Rihanna. I'm gonna need a guest. I'm gonna need somebody else to be with me. But I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna have to be ready for maybe possibly some backlash. When I did my Taylor Swift getting Time Woman of the Year, I got a little stuff in the comments. It wasn't too bad, but I'm a diva, so it wasn't bothering me. Oh, Fenty, gotcha. She used what? She used this to the wrong word, Lord. She sounded like Marjorie Taylor Greene trying to pronounce relatency. It wasn't even just the word. All of that just didn't make sense. Even saying and the pronouns. What does that have to do? She should have said, I made these boxer briefs for women, men, and non-binary people. Or she could have just simply said, I made these boxer briefs for all people, no matter your gender or genitalia. Oh, see how easy that was? See how smooth that was? You ain't even have to get into sexuality and like, girl, what? And pronouns, y'all just, the girls sometimes. Now I do agree with Tim, even though I just gave one, and that's how Marjorie said re- relevancy. And what was she trying to say? Relevancy? I guess. My point more so is not that you mispronounce a word, is that you are trying to come off woke and trying to come off inclusive to sell a product, but you couldn't even take the time to actually like research just a real base level what you was trying to say, what gender is. Like, oh, and that's why people don't need to be having children. Cause y'all don't even know what gender is. So God forbid y'all have a child that come here and don't wanna or that. Oh my God, it's just so many scenarios. Oh, she gets no passes and no excuses from me. I agree. Media training is a real thing. It definitely is, especially when you putting on all these big productions and making it seem like you are just so inclusive and so forward thinking. Not at all. Speaking of, I'm gonna say the best for last. Speaking of a diaspora girl who is missing the I and the T. Hold on, let me do it on the other tab so y'all can't see who I'm pulling up. Are y'all ready to cringe for real? I hope I can find. I hope this is the part that I want y'all to see. Okay, next, yes, not that lady. Yes, we about to talk about that lady. We about to get into the diaspora girls. Let's get into the diaspora girls. Because see, this is why these examples that I'm showing are another reason why I be telling the girls that y'all need to stop going up for some of these girls so hard because they don't go up for you. They do not go up for you. They'll sell you out for a check so easily. Oh, they'll sell out the whole black community, black women, black everything over a motherfucking check. And here is another example. And Miss Samira, I hope you were just as offended and concerned by this as you were with Miss Cardi B. I hope it brought you the chorus as it brought me to it. I hope this the clip. If it's not, I'm gonna find another one. But this was a fool.
People can't get a bag with you, they tend to want to stop your bag. Okay. Now, in my opinion, if I was rocking with you for 10 years and there was something so horrible about you and I kept on doing business with you and getting money with you and shit like that for 10 years, and then as soon as we part ways, I'm like texting people, telling people to bring shit up negative about you, immediately that person has to wear a big red clown nose and a pair of.
Okay. Sorry, that's not what I was trying. I knew it was gonna be the wrong clip. Because I knew these goofies on YouTube wouldn't be focused on the part that was problematic to me. Um okay, I don't want to give this lady press, but I'm gonna see if she has a clip of it in her video. One moment. Oh, okay, Stunner. I'm just not sharing it out. Tim said, "Your rule in your clubhouse club, the warehouse still has me screaming." We don't talk about that lady. Yes, Nicki Minaj was Bruno in my club because the gays is some women are just so delusional about her, and I did not have time. So you just couldn't bring her up at all because I didn't have time. Okay, hold please. while I'm getting this clip together, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and make sure you hit the notification bell. Okay, I think I may have found the part that I want to show. Okay, I think I found the part that I want to show. This is from the Impressive channel. I I am showing a clip from her channel. I don't own this clip. Please do not take my live down. Thank you, Impressive. Go subscribe to Impressive. Yes, go watch her video. Go watch this full thing if you want the full tea. I'm at you know what? Yes, honey. So I don't have no problems. Let me put it in the comments, honey. If you want to go watch this full video, there you go. Bloop. Um, okay. I think this should have the part that I want to focus on.
You might be black and white mixed, and now you're attempting to be, black this, black that. But you may not have been doing it 8, 7, 6, 5 years ago. But now it's convenient. If you was in this woman's group and you ain't talk about this for 10 years, and as soon as you see she got a video come out with Nicki Minaj and Puffy, now you sending the stations text messages and all this shit. Print them text messages out. Bust your ass open and shove it.
So that's what Nicki had to say in response to Leanne. Now, I understand that Nicki has a record with Jesse.
That's not the part.
She even what?
So as you could hear, Jesse did admit that Leanne made her aware of her blackfishing.
Why is it so hard to find the part that I want y'all to see?
And then as soon as we part ways.
Okay. Hold on. Because y'all gonna see this tonight. Hold, please. Did the people... Did the people take it down? Why is nobody talking about... Everybody is talking about... Oh, this the full live. Girl.
Fake British accent.
Perfect.
Okay, because I have my microphone.
Honest. Championed me and
they get their ass done and everybody's just like, oh, okay.
You're on a TV show that's as big as X Factor and everyone know that.
And but I bet you she probably gonna say she can't hear me no more. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, babe, yeah.
Okay. When I came in the industry, like I was the go-to girl to talk about, people getting their ass done. People had never, that was not like the norm. You see how all these bitches right now, they get their ass done and everybody's just like, oh, okay, and let's move on next.
Yeah.
But like that with me. All these girls that got their ass done now, thank Onika, because okay. What I had to do was I had to show I don't give a fuck a female. So, and now you feel like you got to dress in the most labels all the time.
I just stood in the door.
In my verse, now with my verse, y'all, when I saw the part with Corio,
so hard.
So you are, epic, and you are think is sexy. Just the fun.
Of course, I can't find it. But basically, I wanted to show this because this girl, this is Jessie Nelson from Little Mix. She did a song with Nicki Minaj and Puff Daddy. And this is from like 3 years ago. I think that's from 2022. She came to this girl's defense. I want to find the clip because I want to show it to y'all. She got her black ass. Now I'm gonna say her black ass because they keep wanting to talk about race and stuff. She got her black ass, her Trinidadian, looking Trinidadian, Japanese, and Indian. She everything. She's every woman. She got her ass on here and said that black women appropriate white women by wearing hair weaves, and that if they're gonna come down on Jessie Nelson for black fishing and looking tan and her hair texture being different and using black lingo AAVE or yeah AAVE, that black women need to take their wigs out of their hair. I I I want to find it so bad.
But I feel like, sorry to interrupt you. I was gonna say,
And then this other girl, her name is Lady Luck. When she met me, she plays, and you do something messy to happens is put out an album. So I'm sure that one of the things that she started doing was putting.
Nicki Minaj has been called.
I'm so mad that nobody just has this clip. I just want to see that clip. Oh wait, is this? Does he have it? Maybe Honest has it.
Because when you do clown, I gotta treat you and talk to you like you a clown. Don't have to come out and try to ruin anyone. You'll come out with Nicki Minaj and Puffy. Now you send bust your open and shove it up your ass. Okay? And stop trying to hurt people and kill. Stop. If you want a solo career, baby girl, just say that. That's it. You don't have to attack Kian with her and being in the video with her potential. Stop.
They making me feel like I'm on
And
drugs.
everything that
Also, literally none of the Little Mix members have opened with racism while being the
Like I'm so mad that I can't find
their
that clip.
legs so that their legs look even.
I'm gonna move on from Miss Nicki Minaj. We also know that this lady was crazy and saying stuff about not taking the COVID vaccine and just a bunch of foolishness. So I hope that this brought Samira Takouris just as much as Miss Cardi B did. I'm gonna find it one of these days. Okay. Now for who really gonna get y'all upset, and I'm sorry, but um y'all favorite problematic singer, he's on the docket. I'm sorry. We got to talk about him too. Samira. Now you a black woman, and I know a lot of black women, and most of the black women I know, most of them like this young man we about to talk about. Woo! Samira, were you just as upset when Tokyo Vanity came online and said how Chris Brown didn't want any dark skin, and it seemed like it was implying and big girls in his section? Since you want to talk about fat phobia, since you brought it up, you want to talk about it, so we're gonna talk about it. Now I don't know Miss Amira, she might not like him. She seems like a pretty conscious young lady. She might not be a fan, and if she isn't, good for her. But in case she is, or even if she isn't, or whoever's watching at home. If Miss Cardi B's comments brought you to chorus, I want to know if this brought you to chorus. Let's get into it, honey. I want to be, I love the mess. Now, see, this my kind of mess. This is just a little fun shade. Let's have a little fun shade. Let's have some fun shade.
Christopher Paul's Brown. Bitch, stop playing with me. Okay, all that talking about can you take me out and all that, like, bitch, that shit not funny. Second of all, bitch, I'm not even your type, bitch. You into things of, lighter complexion, coke, heroin, Molly, acid, embalming fluid, cigarettes. I'm just saying, Puerto Rican women, white women, Asian women, and that's all fine because that's your preference and we are entitled to a preference. Bitch, all I'm doing is calling it like I see it. When we was in the club in Miami and when we was in the club in LA, bitch, in your section, your rules was no dark because you wouldn't let my homegirl in LA, but you let all her friends in. And in Miami, you wouldn't let my other homegirl in, but you let all her friends in. But y'all was talking about no dark-skinned women. All I'm saying is like a gangster, how you feel, stand on that shit. Because me, however I feel about anything, I'ma stand on the 10 toes. Bitch, don't come changing your opinion and how you feel about shit because everybody bashing you. And furthermore, I told my homegirl not to even be in your section because bitch, she don't even do coke. And it's so crazy to me how all y'all African Americans on here who got black mamas, sisters, aunties, brothers, cousins, and sisters, uncles, nephews, and brothers. Y'all on here like, you know what I'm saying, acting like that shit cool. And bitch, y'all can say what y'all want about me. I don't give a fuck. Y'all ain't got to like me. Y'all on here talking about somebody doing something for clout. Bitch, I don't need no clout from Chris Brown. All I did was when I saw something on the shade room, bitch, I commented and said, I don't know why this is shocking to y'all. And all I stated was the receipts that I saw. When he was in the club, he ain't let dark-skinned women in his section. I don't need no clout from Chris Brown. I ain't never had no handout from no nigga. Ain't no never funded my campaign, bitch. I got my own money. I'm booked almost every weekend. I got my own everything, and I'm 24. Never needed no motherfucking put me on. And for y'all that don't know me, should know me now. And then for you to even come on the internet playing with me today, furthermore, let me know that bitch.
Hold on. What got me was ain't no nigga ever funded my campaign. Ain't no nigga ever funded my champagne campaign. Okay. I know that's right. Yes. Yes, honey. Not anyways. We're talking about this. Yeah, she did. We'll talk about Beyonce and her Emmy maybe tomorrow at the church announcements. Stay on task. This is church. This is Bible study, girl. This what you did at school? Oh. Stay on task. Let's go back to Tokyo. She did that.
Bitch, you must be on them drugs bad. Because, bitch, I don't even play with niggas like you. Bitch, I'll make a real nigga bat the fuck out you. Bitch, you'll really be around LA dancing, bitch.
Okay, challenge. For all the angry uglies that's mad at what I said, post a picture of what you look like. Please. I'm begging you. So we can end this shit once and for all.
Ooh, y'all ain't sending no pictures in. Ooh. Feel dumb, don't you? Exactly.
We in rehearsal right now for a video. And we're gonna bust that ass.
And Chris Brown posted, huh? Chris Brown had commented on something and he put, I think it's lyrics to a song. He said, I only fuck with black bitches with nice hair. That's the lyric in his song. And then this was a comment on his Instagram. He says, girl, call if you want to. Weird ass angry people. Sincerely from the bottom of my balls, I don't give a F about y'all negative booty face ass bitches. I'm I'm start giving away free lace fronts for all you weird females with skid row edges and low self-esteem. Aside from hop off these nuts, half of y'all look like Budweiser frogs. So please don't come with the bullshit. I will fire that ass up and roast the hell out of you over you overly sensitive duck head weird ass duck head ass weirdos. Stunning. And I just want to say for the record, Tokyo Vanity is not ugly. I think she's pretty. Yeah, she's a bigger woman, but she's pretty. I think his response and comments or reaction back to this just prove that he is colorist. Honey, everything about him just scream he a colorist. We can look at all the women that he has been with. It's given colorist. And don't he got that? Hold on, let me be politically correct. Isn't his mother very fair skinned like him as well? And people usually pick that stuff up from their parents and grandparents, in my experience. But Samira, were you just as mad that this bring you the chorus? This is a bigger lady, as your words, fat and black, a brown or darker skinned lady. Did this bring you the chorus? Now this is what would have brought me the chorus. Not what Cardi B, but Cardi B said wasn't. But his Chris Tim said Chris Brown is a professional pressed individual. The quintessence of what it means to be forever pressed is Christopher Maurice Brown. Wow. He's another one where the girls love making excuses for. I agree. So, did I have another example I wanted to show? Oh, and then we already did a Bible study on Nelly. I think you could be upset about Nelly. You could be doing TikToks about Nelly and Ashanti. You could have been doing what I was doing and talking about Laverne Cox and connecting it to Nelly and Ashanti. So for the heterosexual people, so they can understand that they raggedy and be doing the same thing. It's just so many things that are going on in the world to be upset about. And I just don't think to bring it back around. I just don't think that Cardi B saying that the people fat and they sold out the 3XLs was what we needed to be focused on. I don't think so. Some of the people I watch on YouTube were I saw some people were talking about the return of South Park. South Park did some episodes on Trump. And I used to love South Park. It's like when I was in like middle school and high school, but I haven't watched South Park in so long. I would put on Family Guy or The Simpsons before South Park. I don't know the last time I watched that. But I started watching South Park recently, and it's still funny to me. Given the satire. Why did I bring this up? Oh, I've been watching some episodes and they're just making fun of like PC culture or like the SJWs and how people were like really caping for marginalized communities in the late 2010s and the early 2020s. But like looking at it now, it seems like things have really flipped and changed. Like totally. So Samira, when you done being sad and doing your sabbatical from being online, I want you to learn a lesson. The people always have time to tell celebrities and rich people how they need to read the room. You needed to read the room, mama. You needed to read the room. And this was not it. It wasn't. And I'm not saying and I'm not saying that fat lives don't matter. But to go to this, to quote Tina Marie, because you see, sometimes the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many. And if you understand what I'm talking about, now let me hear you say yeah. Let me hear you say yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh la la la, it's the way that I know it's real. Ooh la la la. Yeah, see how tatted. Yes, come on. See, this is why you come to Bible study. You learn something. Oh, I want to show. I want to show two things before we conclude. Because with the Chris Brown piece, we're gonna get into this on the further on another date. But I want to just give y'all a preview to the Blue Vein Society because I what really grinds my gears. I hate when black people specifically say that they have a preference for things like people being light skinned or like, oh well, let me not be specific like that. When they no, be specific at that. You have a preference on people's complexion, people's hair texture, the color of people's eyes. Um, yeah, those things. People be like, well, I just have a preference. Uh, Girl, Hitler had a preference too. And we see how that turned out. But I want to show y'all something about people having preferences. Because y'all think that y'all be eating with that. You're not eating with saying, oh, I just have a preference. Now, saying you like somebody tall, that's different. But saying someone's complexion and hair texture and all that, a little icky. And I want to show y'all why. And then I think Tim found the clip for me. No. Not an ad. Girl. Um, let's show this instead, because girl, I'm not showing the ad. They tried that. Okay, he said go to 140. This better be the part I want.
We've
Oh yeah, you got it. Yes.
along.
Come through, Tim. You did it. You did this. You did it. This is what. Okay, everybody. This is the clip I wanted y'all to see from Nicki Minaj. This was absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't believe that this lady let this come out her mouth. And this is proof as to why she don't need to be anyone's mother. Preferences are rooted in phobias. It's called internalized bias. The girls will notice if they read books. It's called colonization. It's called colorism. It's called everybody wants to be white and white adjacent. That's what it's motherfucking called. And I'm gonna show y'all something where all this preference stuff we all know it all came from slavery. But I'm gonna give y'all another piece in the trickle down that I just recently found out. But we're gonna look at this fool first and then we're gonna get into that. Okay.
Everything they're doing. That means the black girls can't wear a long blonde weave wig down to our feet. We're gonna do whatever the we want, when we want, how we want.
Yeah.
So please stop. it screams just.
You see, Jessie ass ain't said nothing. She just said, "Yeah, cause bitch, you ain't about to get she in enough trouble. You ain't about to get her in some more trouble talking stupid." Because that didn't make sense. And for the slow girls, white people do not own blonde. White people do not have a monopoly on blonde. White most grown adults have to go get their hair bleached, and that's across ethnicities, race, color, whatever you want to call it. Most grown adults don't have no blonde hair. Definitely not no platinum blonde. If it's blonde, it's giving sandy brown or like a strawberry blonde, dirty blonde. Nobody is walking around with platinum blonde, bleach blonde hair. That's why it's called bleach blonde. That's why the girls have roots. Like, let's get it together. It's yes, thank you. Maybe if you're like a little, I've seen like little small children have very light hair, but usually when you get older, your hair gets dark, and adults do not have that color hair. I know white people, that's the fantasy and the fairy tale that y'all want and that y'all put in the movies, but that's not real life. Okay, thank you. So Beyonce or me, we are not cultural appropriating white people. Nicki Minaj, dummy. Ooh. Oh, I'm not gonna show all of this. I want y'all to go. This is for the preference people. And I want y'all to go look this up on your own time. Hashtag Cardi B. This is a video essay. You do not have to read. I know the girls don't like to read. I'm not always reading books. But what I do often is watch documentaries and watch me a video essay. Please go watch this, people, black people. I had never heard of this before in my life. Please go watch this. 'Cause for the preference girls.
If you have ever had even a surface,
And this channel is called T's Hot Mess History. Please follow, and I am subscribed. I just don't pay for the paid subscription. Please follow. And she has multiple videos on this because I watched a different one. Because she related it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna pull this one up. She related it to the Gilded Age
towards other
and Felicia Rashad.
hello, historians, for this video. But to put it in a nutshell, it was a real historical organization founded in the Reconstruction era, just after slavery was abolished, by affluent Black Americans. The name referenced the visibility of blue veins through their lighter skin, and membership was often restricted to those who could, quote unquote, pass this test.
So I'm gonna stop right there. It was called the Blue Vein Society. Now we've heard that the people used to do the paper bag test. This was the Blue Vein Society, so you passed it if they could see some of your veins. Now, since I've watched this, I thought about this. I have a vein that you can see. You probably can't see it on camera, but if you see me in person, I have a vein you can see under my eye, and it look bluish or greenish. I don't consider myself to be a light-skinned person, but I just was thinking about. So I put these things into context. Like, would the girls let me? Like, what would this? It just. This is very interesting, and this wasn't just about preference and stuff. This almost was getting into eugenics to me, and it also got violent. If you listen to this whole video, this was a mess. And what I was saying, not saying like, ooh, what I benefit from it, just saying like, just in context, how you think of yourself isn't necessarily how other people think of you. And then, that was also a different time too. But this is very interesting. I'm gonna play a little more, but I would love. I think when I do my recap of the Gilded Age, maybe I'll talk about this a little more in depth then.
Mrs. Kirkland's initial coldness toward Peggy Scott isn't just about social class. It's about the complex intersection of skin tone, family history, a sentiment that I'm sure
See,
if you have ever had Even a surface level conversation about blacks in the United States of America. Chances are that you have heard of the brown paper bag test or the paper bag test. Receiving favors at schools, factional.
Child, this went so in depth. They said that, and these were black people doing this. This was not white people, but this was black people just upholding the foolishness from slavery and, being colonized and stuff. The black people said that the dark skinned children did not retain knowledge well as students. And because of that, um, they also didn't want dark skinned people to be teachers because they said as students they didn't retain knowledge well. So how would they be good teachers? So this is, y'all want to talk about oppression? That's definitely oppression. They're telling you you can't even work certain jobs because of your skin tone. And what does this sound like? This sounds so familiar, doesn't it? This sounds like how white people just allowed us to be maids or to be, like people of service. And black people were doing the same thing to other black people based on skin color, based on their preference. Oh, I'm gonna fast forward and just play one more piece.
And hence they stand better in the examinations and are accordingly selected as teachers. The fight between the two factions has become exceedingly bitter, and at a meeting of the pure black, this video comes from a 1911 issue of the Shreveport Journal. It reads, Blue Vein Society has peculiar sort of fun at expense of Negro Porter. Using stationery adorned with the crude drawing of a coffin, the Shreveport Blue Vein Society has undertaken to scare the daylights out of Addie Hall, a Negro porter employed for several years at the Meyer drugstore. Hall recently received a letter from the society, which is evidently composed of "yaller niggers," reading as follows. And obviously, that is a phrase that the writer came up with. That is not my own commentary. Back to the letter. The letter reads, Shreveport, Louisiana, February 23rd, 1911. Mr. Addie Hall, Shreveport, Louisiana. Dear Sir, we recognize you as a man, but we remember you are a black man. By foul flattery, you have seduced and married a daughter of the quadroon and octoroon race. We are content with our own kind, but you, a black man, not content with your own Owski women, must come and take advantage of the chance yet allowed you of taking and pulling down one of ours. However, this will not be possible in a few years. Yet, what you have done is done, and now you.
Long story short, and I also want to show this because some of the girls, and he said octoroon, and octoroons, we don't use this anymore. This is offensive, but just for a definition, that's a person that's 1/8 black, and then I forgot the other one, but it's those are just people that are like they're mixed, but they don't have a whole lot of black blood in them. If you get what I'm saying, like they'll be less than half. So basically, some black, now these are black people, or they biracial people, I guess. They put an ad in the paper telling this man that he needs to leave the city. And I think it was Shreveport, Louisiana. He needs to leave the city. He had you laid down with one of our daughters and you had kids with her. I think they end up saying something like you have soiled her, like nobody else will want her, or you messed up her um potential suitors, and something like if we catch you back in this city, we will kill you. That's what these biracial black people said to another black man because he was dark skinned, and they deemed him to be more so a full-blooded black person. So I just wanted to show this, and now please everybody go look this up, go watch it. This is from T's Hot mess history. Hold on, honey. I'm gonna put the link in the chat because y'all gonna watch this. And when I save it, I'm putting it in the description. And thank you, Miss T, for this info and enlightening me. Cause I love black people love saying that. I have been in conversations with people on Clubhouse. They love saying, well, that's my preference. That's my preference. That is not the trump card. That is not the gotcha that you think it is. Again, Hitler had preferences. Like, girl, you need to find something else. You need to find something else to say. Just say, it all sound bad. Just say I like this kind of people, but don't start all this other stuff and think you just said what needed to be said, because that ain't it. The Blue Vein Society had preferences. And y'all also need to go look up Willie Lynch. Cause I think that y'all don't really I don't even think sometimes black people realize what racism is. Like when people say it's a system, the girls need to go look up Willie Lynch, because the people they planned all of this during slavery. They knew that this was gonna happen, and they wanted it to. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed Bible study. This was cute. I just want to reiterate the theme and the message of the night, because you see, sometimes the needs of the one outweigh the needs of the many. Cardi B, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Honey, I was no ways tab when I saw the video. It was funny to me as well. Call me what you want. Call me what you want. I laughed, did. And I just think y'all need to go find, y'all need to, and I don't even watch, I don't know what y'all need to watch. I'm not going to encourage you to watch the news, but you need to be abreast as to what's happening in the world. And fat phobia is not on the top of the list. I'm sorry to tell you. We could tackle transphobia, homophobia, the women's losing their rights. We could tackle all that first before we go back to the fat phobia, because we did that already. But yes, y'all be blessed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't watched it, please go watch my Project Runway recap that I did with the Parker Brothers on yesterday. Go watch that live. Go watch my latest Pop Mart unboxings. Those are nice and relaxing and cute. And I'll be back tomorrow with the church announcements. And that's why you need to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so every time I call, you come. Yes. And y'all need to go follow. Y'all need to go subscribe and watch all of the content creators that I shared tonight that helped us receive the message. But okay. Be blessed, honey. We are almost out of retrograde. Be blessed. And I will see the warehouse on tomorrow. Good night. Cultural appropriation.